It's like a drama between federal government and Sowore will not end soon. But with, I mean, different governments Sowore have been having issue, but this time around is having it with the current IG. We could remember the other time when they call our IG illegal IG. We don't know what he meant by that. Maybe because it Tinubu extended his tenure, but he has come out with another big blow now to IG, alleging him of not being able to give account to about 700 million naira we confiscated from somewhere, and the illegal promotion to a particular lady who happened to be the mistress to our IG. You can see how mistress thing has been. Make our public office holder to be miserable, like the case of Natasha and Akpabio. All the time, mistress. What is the problem of Nigeria?
Go to Abuja to do.
Wow.
You go to Abuja to do mistress. That's what they do. And that has sent Akpabio to an undisclosed location in London currently now. Whether he's sick, whether he has whatever, that is left for him. But that's not the issue. But I can tell you that our leaders are not there to actually provide leadership. What they are actually there is to have a beautiful atmosphere in their office, build a separate room, for the other room, for the other mistress. This is a personal assistant to the IG. From what we gathered, I'm talking about Mrs. Uti or Miss Uti.
Kuti. I don't know. Maybe it's related to Fela Kuti. I don't know.
What we're saying is that quite unfortunate, and that's why there was so much insecurity challenge in the country. Why they are busy in the other room, and getting it done the way they please it. And that's why in some of their offices, you see, they have the other room where they where they do their normal slaughter. And for you to have brought this kind of unfortunate incident to the national discourse, and of course, even that triggered institutionalization of corruption by the people who are supposed to provide leadership the way it's supposed to be, and leaving the likes of activists like Sowore, questioning the rationale behind this. We do not see why Reno Mokri is silent on this. We do not see why Bayo Nonuga is silent on this. We do not see why Daniel Bwala is actually silent on this. So why are they actually silent? As IG been found guilty of what he is being accused of. Of course, there's a level of truth in what Sowore is trying to disclose there, because we don't know how this woman in less than 10 years has gotten to the police position of ACP, and where other people are still there. So that question,
Assistant Commissioner of Police.
Yes, that questions the integrity of the one Sowore has actually labeled illegal, IG, so and that takes us to the situation on ground too. Who is Bola Ahmed Tinubu's presidency? What does it signify? What does it show? What is actually happening within the presidency? Why are we seeing so much, check on personalities on this present administration, where we saw Sanusi, engaging the presidency on the quality and the quantity of people who are surrounding him as ministers. They are not trained, they are not qualified, and we keep on having this political compensation as people who are occupying position. But in the recess of it, if Bola Ahmed Tinubu actually continue to play nepotism like we saw in the custom, in the issue of the custom, are there not a competent Yoruba man who is qualified enough to take over from IG, who happens to be a man from his own extraction? There are still thousands of qualified Yoruba policemen with integrity who can actually take over from this present IG. And unfortunately, we didn't see that happen. Maybe there may be a lot to that. We saw that a certain amount of money, running into millions of naira, disappeared. These are money that are supposed to be accounted. A jewelry, I think the jewelry worth 700 million got missing. Under this very mistresses now, and of course
Mrs. Kuti.
Mrs. Kuti and the IG having a powerful dip right there. Chemistry going on up and down in the expense of 250 million Nigerians who are struggling for issue of security. On that process, Sowore tendered his reservation and called the authorities to look into the man they call the present IG. I think this is the first time we are seeing an IG. I think this is an administration of mistresses. Natasha, Senate, this one we are seeing again, and so many more behind the scene. We are waiting for them for the revelation to come at the end of the day. So this is an era of concubines running government instead of those who are supposed to do that doing that. And that is why we are asking at this point in time that Sowore should actually be left off the hook, and taking Sowore to an undisclosed location for whatever reason does not justify the illegality that is going on within the office of the IG currently now.
People are surprised at what is wrong with Sowore. Recently, we saw you joining, the retired police officer, complaining about them government not pay them their due. And it's the same police that are harassing you now. Will you be surprised tomorrow if you still see Sowore joining Nigerians to protest, against government if they have done anything wrong against our police?
It depends on the mood of the nation and the consciousness of the nation at that particular time. That what determines where Sowore will always react at every point in time. If the police continue to brutalize, carry out brutality, there's another man too within the space of the police leadership that was being responsible of so much criminality during the NSAS, and the case is still there and unattended to. These are the things that always breed lawlessness. Because if you cannot be able to hold these people to accountable, then every Nigerian can decide to take law into their hand and nothing will happen. And look at what happened in Anambra State. Very dark man, leading a dark crowd to get to draw the world attention on the killing of a very young, successful businessman, the nickname Fish Magnet.
Fish Magnet.
You can see what happened there. To an extent, we saw the reaction of the government. Because they feel that this is where they are the one breeding insecurity, and they are the one calling that, saying that one man or the other person is trying to create a nuisance, where they are the one that already created the nuisance everybody is trying to battle or escape from. So they should be released, and whether you break his hand and whether you take him to an underground cell or not, the fact is that the international community and some top politicians, whom even Sowore criticized, the likes of Atiku and Obi, are also calling for his release or be taken to court within 24 hours. But what is the lesson are we going to learn from the reality on ground? Is that the man at the helm of position or as the IG, at this point in time, should be released of his duty. Can Bola Ahmed Tinubu, actually do that and forget anything that has to do with tribalism or nepotism, in this regard, and do the needful and let him step aside, where an independent inquiry will be conducted to determine how truth it is from what we are hearing and the allegations and petitions that we are seeing, even the one that was made against Sowore. Let us look at it very well while he stepped aside, and after all, his time has expired. What is he still doing there? So he can actually use this opportunity to excuse himself. If in a sane society, this is a big allegation that you have turned the office of the IG to Ababio and Natasha
case.
It's quite regrettable, and that is what Sowore is actually out to let the world know. And unfortunately, he was invited, and he knows fully well that this man invitation is no longer friendly, and he was prepared, and his lawyers are also prepared. Nigerians are also prepared. He has been given 24 hours to release Mazi Nnamdi Sowore or face nationwide strike or protest or rally over the illegal detention of
Sowore.
Sowore.
When this is the time for Nigeria to rise up for Omoyele Sowore, because he has been there for us on the street so many times, and he has been the victim of police brutality. I could remember he faced the same thing during Buhari's regime. But let's look at another case that look like that of Omoyele Sowore. Is the case of current EFCC chairman Oluyide, that he was accused of forcing general manager of NNPC to resign. But the man is still in office. So the man is threatening to prosecute, to charge a media that posts that thing. Can we say something maybe as the same with this Omoyele Sowore?
Then who is going to unveil the corruption in NNPC? NNPC has never been allowed to, account has never been allowed to be audited in the next 10 years, past 10 years or thereabout. I'm telling you that the over 230 trillion or more is already missing.
That figure is unhearable.
It's already missing in that direction. These guys are looters. I tell you. Whether the FCC chairman is asking him to step aside, or is asking him to resign, or both of them are seeking the resignation of each other at the end of the day. But what actually causing the face-off is, something that has to do with institutionalization of corruption in Nigeria. Just like what we saw in the airport, where Wam was engaged with the process of trying to board and not to board, whether he's holding water or he's holding alcohol. He has been banned for 6 months from flying out of Nigeria or within Nigeria currently. But it still tells you, this is what is the situation on ground. Nigeria is facing institutionalization of corruption, and the eradication of that, it depends on how Nigerians are going to react to the reality on ground. There's so much corruption in FCC too, and there's massive corruption in NNPC. NNPC is where is the head, the federal government agency where corruption is institutionalized. And for you to be the chairman of NNPC, that means you have been playing the game from the beginning to where you become the head of that corrupt agency, which everybody is saying that it should be scrapped. Unfortunately, the Nigerian president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is the Minister of Petroleum.
Of course, the whole Nigeria will rise up for Omoyele Sowore and call for his release. And if you don't release him, please charge him to court within 24 hours.
That's what P2B of Labour Party is talking about currently now. I think he made it very clear. And almost only that, this is a man who has also, at every point in time, he had the slightest opportunity. He want to visit Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He want to be in the court with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, even though the SS does not want him to have access to the courtroom. But at every point in time, he has shown solidarity for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And what is he talking about? And he keep on saying it, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu still remains the face of struggle for freedom. And that's why he is always, there to extend his own side of solidarity to a man who has come to define a moment for Africa.
Briefly before you go, can we say Omoyele Sowore is on the same page with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because he's usually, give him the necessary solidarity? Can we say they are on the same page about Nigeria, balkanization of this country?
Yes. I think if you give Sowore, Sowore actually will call for disintegration of Nigeria, because you can see after the meeting with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu somewhere in London, he came up with the revolution now. I think he was able to have access to unfortunate information, and the same Sowore, said that Nigeria has an igbo problem. The same Sowore, has made it very clearly at every point in time that it was conspiracy, illegal conspiracy that led to where bringing back Mazen Nnamdi rendition, illegal rendition of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is totally illegal, and that the Nigerian court have no jurisdiction to try Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Then if you want to put them at the same page, it is relatively showing you that Sowore is fighting for the menace of the society, to see how Nigeria can be saved from disintegration. and that's another step. Then the options of the integration of Nigeria, might have been expired in the consciousness of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and so they might be trying to make sure that this thing does not get to the level of disintegration, and if it comes, then it is acceptable to somebody like Sowore. From the look of things, a struggle for identity of where he come from, as a Nigerian. You can see what the woman there is also saying. Bednog, what is it called?
Badenoch.
Making the same statement. He said he's a Yoruba and he's not a Nigerian. So there's a clash of identity. There's so much things about Nigeria. Nigerians are getting fed up with Nigerian identity, and these are some of the ills that triggers so much observation of who should be called in Nigeria at this point in time.
Of course,